All right, so here's a recipe that's going to give you a mass effect when it comes to your taste buds. Have you ever craved a sweet baked treat, but you don't have an oven? Then satisfy your sweet tooth craving with our Clover Classic No Bake Custard Buns. Yummy! This fluffy delights. They're all made on the stovetop and make the perfect tea time treat. And to help me out with this recipe, we've got Michaela back in the kitchen. I'm excited to cook with you, by the way. It's our first time.
It's because we're equally crazy.
Yes, equally at equal height as well, which works so much better.
You wish I'm taller.
Are you a little bit? That's fine. Okay, so talk to me, Michaela. How are we going to make these? Because I think when you think about buns and no oven, I think, what are we going to do? Are we steaming them? Are we cooking them? How does this actually work?
So we're actually going to use the stovetop and do like a slight cook on the base of the bun, but then you put the lid on and it steams the top, and then you just flip it over last minute so both sides are like equally golden.
Cool.
Kind of looks like a flapjack, and then when you cut into the middle, there's just like this delicious custardy filling.
I'm ready. I am ready for this. Okay, how are we starting it off? You got a pot there ready, chef. I see there's a... Is that butter in there?
No, so this is our Clover Classic custard.
Lovely. So you're loosening it up with a bit of heat.
Exactly.
Beautiful. Okay, what's next?
So then we have some corn flour, some milk, and you just want to combine the two.
Okay.
Just so this helps to thicken the custard even more.
I got you. I know corn flour can be a bit finicky to work with. There are some things, especially when you cook it down in a pan. I'm sure that you have to be a little bit more careful with that heat-wise.
Exactly. And if you don't cook it out correctly, then you get lumps.
Yes.
So you kind of just want to dissolve the corn flour into the milk correctly. See, we have a smooth texture.
Perfect.
And then you grab your spatula and you just pour it in. And you keep mixing this on the stovetop until it thickens up so that it becomes quite a pliable texture that we can just put inside the buns.
Oh, that is so cool. I'm actually fascinated to find out how that's going to go inside a bun. I'm excited. And I see I got some things around here. On my station, I'm excited. What am I doing here, chef? Am I doing some mixing?
Do you really think I'm going to let you do it?
Oh, never mind. It's fine. You can do your thing. It's okay. I'm going to stand aside. Okay. Yes. Yes,
so,
chef?
In this bowl, we have some flour. If you could add all of these ingredients into there, that would be great.
Okay, cool. I got you covered.
Do dry first.
Dry first, and then we can go, okay, cool. So
anything that looks dry. So that's some yeast.
Yes.
Okay, throw that in there.
Yeah, it's throwing the yeast in. Then we got salt. Can see salt
actually, just wait a second with the salt. Do the sugar first.
Sugar first? Got you.
So salt actually kills yeast.
How's that for a chef tip? Didn't see that coming. Look at that.
Sugar helps the yeast to bloom.
I have heard of that when trying to make home kombucha.
You make kombucha?
Sometimes it happens. Sometimes when I get bored, then I do that. You have to do the Scooby and everything. It's pretty cool. Okay, salt goes in over there.
Scooby. What is a Scooby?
A Scooby is like your starter for the fermentation process for your kombucha. But then again, it's not a kombucha recipe. I just thought I'd let you know. That's where I've seen that sugar and yeast connection before. It's just great. Okay, great stuff.
So now we add in the wet. I don't want to throw too much. So we have some milk, some water, and some eggs. So this is an enriched dough, which means that it's not just consisting of flour, water, yeast, and salt. We're adding some sugar into it, some eggs, and then once this is all combined, we're going to incorporate some butter.
Oh, I love butter.
So it's like a brioche base, basically.
And what are we looking for? Are we going super smooth with this
So this
dough?
you just want to like combine.
All right.
Actually might be a bit wet at the moment.
No, it's all good. I think it's going to come together. I'm hopeful. I think that's the thing about baking. Even though we're not technically baking, we are going to do a bit of panning, if that's the thing.
Yes.
Panning and steaming. I feel like it's going to work out. I have a good feeling about this.
Okay, so...
Right.
Seeing as you want it to be so hands-on, you get to stick your hands in there and just mix it all together while I turn the stovetop on.
Oh, thank you so much. Okay, wow. I never knew I'm going to go in here. So I'm just going to do, okay, that's actually not sticky at all.
I know, right?
That's not sticky at all. In fact, that's not. Because, see, this is where I would love some more flour.
So
that's great.
I'm going to flour the top for you and then just throw the additional in there.
Thank you so much. See, this is what I was looking for, because I was hoping that you'd go here. And this is what I love about baking, is that you actually really can get your hands dirty, so to speak, and then also it's fun for the entire family when you are incorporating everything.
Except you don't want to do this around the kids.
No, because then
just gets
things
everywhere.
get thrown around, and that's crazy. Okay.
So if you could just dump it out onto the work surface for us.
Okay, let's do that over there. Perfect. Shabada. Great. Okay, I did shabada. You have to do a shabada.
You did shabada.
You have to go shabada. It's the one and only Clover Classic Baked Buns. Yeah. Okay, great. This is
very wet.
Yes, it's fine. But the thing is, we know, because I have a recipe available on expressoshow.com, and also we have a recap. So this is where they actually get it right. But for the sake of us and me saying hi to you with dough in my hand at the moment, I think it's very, very cool to actually do this and get it right. And then, of course, you're going to add butter for, I love this word, more unctuousness.
Oh,
thank you. You're
is
welcome.
that your word of the day?
It's my word of the day. Unctuousness. And it is good. So once we've done this...
So technically, when this goes right,
yes,
then the texture of this needs to be a slightly smoother, more together dough.
Great. Actually, you got some over there.
Yes,
that's
exactly this one.
Power of TV, isn't it?
Yeah.
We did that earlier.
Boom, we clicked our fingers and here's one.
Yes, great. And then, so do you take the mixture and put them into little pockets in those?
Basically. So then you'll separate this into balls.
Yes. Let's see how that little process... Oh, never mind. So that's going to be in the recap.
There we go.
At the moment.
Getting this done.
It's going to be fantastic. And then actually do it one-handed. One-handed is to show off to guests and family members as you go along. So here we go. Perfect. And then you do the... Beautiful. And you're going to pour that in the middle there somehow. Yes.
So when your custard has thickened up as well, you'll put it in the middle and just pinch all the bits together like a dumpling,
Yes.
Exactly that.
And then you're going to put it into the pan.
And see, there we go. There's a cute little dumpling with nothing in it. But magic of TV, we have some prepped ones.
And then you're going to do it there, and then it comes out beautifully.
And then you put them into a dry pan. You don't want to put any oil there, otherwise you're going to get too much of a crisp and a char. And then, this is what happens. And you put the lid on, and you just allow them to steam.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Michaela, that was absolutely incredible. And I know that, the thing is, we actually gave you a scenario where it's not going to actually work out, but we've got some steps for you. So that's a treat. Get the recipe, head on over to expressoshow.com, and if you missed the steps, then stay tuned for this recap.
I feel like we should highlight.
Made with love by Clover.